Hi, my name's Bev. I just wanted to show you some of the hats that I've recently knitted in Fair Isle. I have quite a big stash of Shetland wool. Some of it is balls of Shetland wool and some of it is on cones. And I mix the two in my knitting. But if you buy Shetland wool on a cone, you very often find that it's oiled. Now this is to ensure that it slips through your knitting machine nice and easily. Now I have this ball of vintage JC Rennie here on a cone, and as you can see, and if you look inside, the oil has already started to sort of seep through into the cardboard of the cone. So if I take this piece of wool from a cone, I don't know if you can see that. Certainly it feels different, it's kind of difficult to explain. And then I also have this ball of wool here from Jamieson and Smith, which is obviously not oiled. And I'm just going to hold the two together so that you can see, hopefully, the difference between the two. I'm just trying it out. There we go, it's focused now. So you can see the purple at the top looks thinner than the Jamieson and Smith underneath, and that's because the one at the top, the JC Rennie one, is oiled, so it's kind of all squished together, if you see what I mean, whereas the Jamieson and Smith is not. And as I've said, I use both in my projects, and I don't seem to have any problem at all with knitting with oiled wool. But you need to be aware that when you wash it afterwards, you will need to do something called scouring. So you need to wash the oil out of the coned wool if it's there, because otherwise I think it makes the wool a bit more scratchy, but you don't want it there anyway. So when you're scouring it, you need to soak your knitting in hot soapy water about 3 times, about 15 to 20 minutes a time, and then you need to do a cooler rinse with some conditioner in it. I'm going to do a separate video about that so that you can see. Don't bother using wool wash for this kind of first scouring that you're doing, because it won't get rid of the machine knitting oil. You'll see how filthy the water is when you've done it. Okay, thanks.